Hello to all my friends out there. Hi, you guys. Here we are again. So some of you probably saw my videos that I did last night, and it was dark out there. It was 3 o'clock in the morning, okay? And I couldn't see what I was doing really. And so I was telling my son, I get in the back seat, and I do the video, but I have those door locks so your kids can't fall out. Well, I could barely get my fat ass out of the back seat into the front. There's no space. Okay, let me show you something. Okay, see, there is the box. And this is the passenger seat. And there's my sleeping bag. And this is a little car actually. But my sleeping bag still has the price tag on it. And what I do is I roll it up and I put it in 2 garbage bags. I'm very careful with all my resources because I don't want to buy more. And so at the thrift store, that sleeping bag was 50 bucks. I remembered after I saw the price tag on it. And I thought, 50 bucks for a used sleeping bag? Are you kidding me? So I just lurked around, and when it was half price, I bought it. That's a better deal. So I'm changing my my stuff up. Okay, now eBay, it's like I used to work in low-end shops, and so I could make money when I had volume. But if there was no volume, it was just a waste of time. Well, eBay, the problem is the postal, the U.S. postal is expensive. So you're working to pay the postal, and then, you have 15% on top of that, and you have taxes. Don't forget taxes. So it's getting harder and harder to earn a living. You have services, which have been hit, and then you have goods, which is merchandise. So what you want to do is move to some kind of merchandise side job. I'll show you okay, so what I'm switching it up to, if I can get this thing off, small items, because part of the problem I've had with the minimizing is all the junk I have. So this is an Invicta watch that I bought one day. This is a nice stainless steel watch, and what's so nice about it is when it's dark, the numbers and the hands are like a brilliant green. So this is really a cute watch. And this is a really nice watch, and I bought it at the thrift store, really cheap. So that is the kind of stuff I'm moving into, and I am selling all of the stuff in person as soon as the swap meet is safe, and it's not safe yet. Okay, so I think I'm like a lot of people. I did not work my butt off, working 3 jobs, all of my life to let my money be sucked dry by anyone. It's not happening. So what I do, I've been studying the secret doctrine, and so they're all reincarnationists. I'm not, but I do think everything we do today affects our future. So what I do is, from the time I've been doing for a month, from the time I get up until dark, I pretty much live in my car. I'm never really much in my car. What's good is when I can work. I go to the thrift stores and I find stuff, and the stuff is crap. That's another problem. I mean, if you have a store and there's nothing in there anyone wants to buy because you just have that store so you can pick out everything worth buying and you can get your nonprofit, that is another market that was created by people. Now, eBay is the same way. And Amazon and the Goodwill and these places have taken over. It happens over and over and over. So now, when I'm in my car, there's no wear and tear on my dwelling. I don't want my house tore up. It is cheaper to be in a car than in your house. So you might be saying, well, why do you even have a house? So I don't have to sleep in my car. But I would if I had to. So, you have to start where you are. If you're homeless, the next step up would be a car or a vehicle. A van is more expensive. So that's why I'm doing everything cheap every single day to create my future so that my money is not being sucked up as inflation hits. I think I see a lot of inflation. We have to be very, very careful. So, okay, so we ought to start. So like where I am is I'm in a nice townhouse, and I don't want to do anything to lose that nice townhouse. Also, I don't want to tear up my nice townhouse. So I'm working on that all the time a little bit. I used to prevail when I worked all the time because there was no expenses with my house, because the only time I was really in there was sleeping. And there was very little wear and tear on my houses. Or, anything. Also, in the salons I was in, I left my stations just as good as I found them. That can't be said for everybody. Okay, so now we've got the stimulus coming. So that is a good idea to take advantage and strengthen up a little bit. I wouldn't take my whole stimulus and buy food or anything else, but I would stockpile up a little by little, like by little. And so yesterday I bought those 2 sandwiches, and my son and I ate them, and then I ate part of one in the middle of the night with my soup, and the soup is really cheap, That Santa Fe soup was good, you guys, and really easy to make. I have a couple more good ones. I'm going to make those too. So I'm just having snacks. I have this. I eat this right out of the can. I can eat this today. I bought these for 20 cents. I think they were 8 for $1. Well, 16 cents at grocery outlet. And then I have crackers that I can eat for a snack. So to avoid, buying anything out. But, today I'm going to be shopping, and if I find some stuff, I'm going to buy it. But with the stimulus, if you're living in your car, I would migrate. Don't migrate to Nevada. You have to check out where you're going. Nevada is really hard hit. I just found that out. And so I want to buy some stuff in Nevada. So, that was good for me. But don't migrate to Nevada. Furthermore, Nevada is cold. So you might be saying, Rhoda, don't tell everyone to come to California. You guys, did you see my video last night? That was 3 o'clock in the morning. I wouldn't have been too cold in my car. I would have been fine. It does get kind of cold here at times, though. Okay, so now, you don't have any money. You've got to think of something. So I have suggested to many poverty-stricken people collecting cans. So I did this. I showed you guys how I easily collected $3 worth of cans. If I was broke, I would collect cans all day long. I went to the trolley or bus center, 7-Eleven, gas stations, and shopping centers. Most of the time, when I did it, the cans were just laying all over the shopping center, and I picked them up. A lot of times I donate them to this guy. There was this guy out there, he had a sign, and I saw him on his bike collecting cans, so I donated to them. Another thing is we have the Father Joe's thrift store, and they have clothes for $1. Another thing, on Friday and Saturday. I didn't get up there yesterday. Maybe I'll get up there today. And so I would, make an effort to shop there and buy clothes continuously for $1. Like I have tons of jeans, tons of blouses, but I will try to find a couple more because, you know, what happens when the well runs dry and you don't have any clothes? Okay, so now, let's see. Now, I have a car meal plan. Okay, what I did at my house is I packed my freezer full of bread and meat. Okay, when you're living in a car, you know, if you don't have refrigeration, you would buy crackers and cans of meat. I would start out the week with 7 cans of meat. Okay, if you're living in a car, go get food stamps, number 1. But don't apply for food stamps if you have any money in the bank, even $30. You have to remove it all. Also, if you have too high of an income, you're not going to get it. But most people living in a car, that's not the case. And then make sure you get your stimulus. So, and get your stimulus retroactive. There was a $1,200 and a $600 stimulus. And a lot of these people living in cars and homeless, I would say call 211 or call and try to find help, or go to the welfare and try to find help getting your stimulus. I mean, why is it that the people who need it the most, and if you're a felon still? So, okay, I would pack my car full of cans of meat, 7 at the beginning of the week, and crackers. I would get the Walmart 4-pack for $1.24. I would buy 4 for a month. The crackers are 16 ounces, so that's like a loaf of bread, and they come in 4 packages so your crackers don't get stale. Okay, so tuna and crackers or bread. And if you can afford it, I would go for that yellowfin tuna. Markdown Deli. Okay, those sandwiches I bought were good. And yesterday was the day. They had the roll-ups and the half-foot long, but they also have $2 sandwiches over there. And I would try to get roast beef, turkey, or ham. You know, in all kinds of times of distress, like if I was sick or anything, I would make myself eat a half a turkey sandwich, and that would be $1 at Walmart, and milk, and get the shelf-stable milk if you live in a car. And I bought salad and tomato yesterday, marked down. Okay, bean and cheese burritos. If you know a trustworthy place that sells a good bean and cheese burrito, Del Taco was always the best, but I don't know if they're trustworthy. But if you have a microwave, the Walmart over there has the big ones for $1. Or like Taco Bell has refried beans, and you can get your own tortillas. Okay, now salsa and dip, cans of salsa and dip, you know, the little bean dips, or refried beans with chips or tortillas. Okay, canned meals, any kind. What I do is I buy them marked down. I haven't bought any marked down because I have a lot, but I'm going to be forging around trying to find marked down stuff, and if I find some, I'll show you. A lot of stuff I buy marked down right over there, or at the other Walmarts I go. This Walmart on 2nd Street has a good bakery marked down too. Okay, any kind of canned meals and soup, just like my soup. And now this is a good reason for going to the food bank. So you're trying to get shelter, warm, food, water, gas, and cash. That's what you're trying to do. That's another reason, if you don't have any money and you live in a car, you want to collect cans and you want to get your car full of gas and keep it full of gas. Well, Rhoda, that's easier said than done. Yeah, I know, because I've collected the cans. But also $3 a day will feed you. But why in the hell wouldn't you get food stamps if you're living in a car, or welfare? Another thing, you can apply for Section 8, Men can get it, and you don't have to have a job. Okay, so cereal and milk. And the ones I would go for are shredded wheat, cornflakes, Raisin Bran, and granola, and milk, shelf-stable milk. I like evaporated milk. I mix it with half water and half milk, the evaporated milk. And right up the street here, you can refill your water for 20 cents. Okay, so one of the ones that I found to be good was bologna on hamburger buns. I ate 2 of those one day, and if you had milk. So now, if you heard the story a million times, if you follow me, about the guy who was literally starving, and I met him right here at this McDonald's when you could go into the McDonald's. I refuse. They might be opened up. I don't know. I refuse to drive my gas out to get $1 Coke. But as soon as I can, I will. But I met him in there, and it's a lot of people that I would meet up with in there, because I used to do my YouTube stuff in there. And I try to get him to go to the food bank. So when you're trying to help some of these people, they're very difficult to help. And so he wouldn't do anything to help himself. He wouldn't go to the food banks. He lived inside some guy's house, and roaches were crawling in there, and he was just in such bad shape. And I said, well, what about this? No. Well, finally he found a park that gave him a sandwich and a fruit or a vegetable. So today I will be buying a bag of loose fruit. Where I walk up there, that Walmart has good fruit, bananas for 25 cents, and that grocery outlet has good fruit too. And I will get an assortment. And at 99 cents only, a lot of times you can buy bags of their fruit marked down for $2, a nice bag of assorted fruit. And so you have a sandwich and fruit, or a sandwich and some vegetables. So good ones would be turnips, because they're not going to go bad on you. Carrots, the ones that are ready to go. Just anything that's going to last. Small, so that you don't have leftovers. A lot of wasting is going to happen with leftovers. So, now, bagels and cream cheese. So, I think the best deal on bagels is Walmart. The package for $1.50, but at Smart and Final, sometimes I can get the package of bagels for 99 cents on their markdowns. So you're going to save a lot of money doing the markdowns. Peanut butter and bread with bananas and string cheese. Okay, so what's going to happen is I'm going to be doing these meal plans, and what's going to happen is meal plans are going to get better and better and better. So I'm saving money. A lot of this has to do with the survival dynamics. Some people have a high survival dynamics. Like they see trouble coming and they said, oh shit, they're going to suck up all my money with inflation. Well, I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that that doesn't happen. I worked low in shops that there was never an improvement. And, and what would happen was like pilferage, like, oh, I figured your paycheck out wrong. It was always something, So what you have to do is you have to say, listen, I have got to survive in this world the way it is now. So it is to my advantage to get out and exercise for 2 hours a day. I really don't have any choice. I was up at the shopping center where all the poor old people, really old, looks like maybe they came out of facilities, and I go, that isn't going to be you if you don't want to walk. So I don't want to walk, but I am walking. So I think this peanut butter with bread and bananas and string cheese is one of my best meals. So here is the list, you guys, for the meal plan. One of the things that is most helpful that people don't want to do is brainstorm. What you do is you just start thinking of anything and everything you can think, and you go, I don't want to think. I don't want to talk about it. It gives me a headache. It doesn't do any good. Well, somehow when you do it, it's going to help. It's going to come up with a solution somehow. Okay, so now looking for markdowns. Grocery outlet. You know those little granola bars? Did I put it back in there? For 20 cents. This will really hit the spot with some yogurt. Find the place that sells yogurt the cheapest. It's probably Walmart. Walmart has lots of markdowns. Buy one, get one free. Okay, McDonald's has a thing, and I think it's Big Mac, and you get the receipt, and at the top you fill out this survey, buy one, get one free, and then there's lots of buy one, get ones free for food places. And then, 50% off is like say if you buy $1 item, 50% off, you actually get 2. So that's why when you get the cans of soup for 50 cents, it's like buy one, get one free. So you got to start thinking about that. Okay, now, so I'm looking for a markdown on an assortment of fresh food, fruit, nuts, carrots. And then yesterday I saw at 99 cents only, the dollar bags of assorted vegetables that were broccoli, carrots, and cauliflower. And those are good raw with ranch dressing or just for eating. So you might be saying, well, I don't have a grocery outlet. That is not the point. There are places that you're going to be able to find food marked down. And you go, well, that's a lot of effort. Well, maybe that's why one person has food in their house and another person doesn't. Another thing, whether you're living in a car or whether you're living in a home, you're not going to go hungry if you have a food storage. Okay, and then cans of evaporated milk and shelf-stable milk. If I was living in a car, I would make sure that I had cereal and milk enough for a month, cans of food, meat, and crackers for a month for sure. Yogurt, find the cheapest places, avocados, and bread. So you've stockpiled your bread, and you can find the bread 50% off, and you will find the bread if you try. And then you lurk around, and when the avocados are 50 cents, you buy some. Okay, and then 99 cents only has the dollar containers of potato salad and coleslaw, and they also have chip dip for $1. And then I think the best deal on the potato chips, like barbecue potato chips, is 99 cents, only the bag. And if you make your own dip, well, really, why make your own dip when you can buy dip for $1 if you live in a car? And then sardines and crackers. So you're just going to go through. Fish is easy to find. Sardines, tuna, and salmon, and herring. They have the little cans like sardines. And then, whatever, fruit, vegetables, and bread is what you're apt to run out of. And the thing is, if you go to a food bank, what you're apt to run out of is dairy. They give you dairy, but it's not enough for a month. Okay, you guys, that's it for today. Say to yourself, oh no, no, you're not going to suck my money up just because you think you can. Because I'm going to be aggressively protecting every dollar. Okay, you guys, please like, comment, and subscribe, and God bless you all.